Good day, everyone. My name is ROSEMELITA Catalonia, and today I am going to discuss about performance assessment. So, what is performance assessment? Performance assessment is one alternative to traditional methods of testing students' achievement. While traditional testing requires students to answer questions correctly, often on a multiple choice test, performance assessment requires students to demonstrate knowledge and skills, including process by which they solve problems. Like, for example, in mathematics. So the students will answer some equations. Also, performance assessment measures skills such as the ability to integrate knowledge across disciplines, contribute to the work of a group, and develop a plan of action when confronted with a new situation. Performance assessments are also appropriate for determining if a students are achieving the higher standards set by states of all students. This brochure procedure explains features of this assessment as alternative, and it suggests ways to evaluate students and offers explanatory questions you might ask to your child's teacher about this subject. Moreover, performance assessment is one key feature of all performance assessment is that they require students to be active participants in activities at schools or in a classroom setting. They also focus attention on how students arrive to their answer and require students to demonstrate the knowledge or skills needed to obtain a correct answer. Also, a performance assessment closely tied to the new way of teaching provide teachers with more information about the learning needs of their students and enable them to modify their needs to meet their students' needs. They also allow students to assess their own progress and therefore be responsible for their education. So, it advocates of performance assessment believes this test will prompt educators and schools officials, the stakeholders of the schools, to identify the skills and the knowledge they want their students to acquire and to focus on teaching students this information. It also provides educators with information about what students have learned and not just how they will learn. More important, performance assessment can provide impetus for improving instruction and increase students' understanding of what they need to know and to be able to do in preparing their students to work on a performance test. Teacher describes what the task entails and the students the standards that will be used to evaluate performance. This requires a careful description of the elements of good performance and allow students to judge their own work as they proceed to the activity or the task that the teacher has given to them. Examples of performance assessment is this group project enabling a number of students to work together on a complex problem that requires planning, research, internal discussion, and group presentation. The other example is I have here experiment testing how well students understand specific concepts and carry out specific processes. So here are my references. I hope you've learned something out of my discussion today, and thank you so much for listening, and God bless us all.